me want to talk to you because it's a good way to find out about things. You know, life not all guessing games. Sometimes we have to care about friends, especially friends who love cookies. Friends who love cookies so much they play silly because maybe just maybe a friend, a very handsome friend who has cookie will give best friend who no can live without cookie. But if friendship mean nothing,
you know, fun fact, guys. Every time you yawn, that's a ghost sticking their dick in your mouth. I enjoyed that ghost dick. It was super thick. Individual biddies.
Cheer one, 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 cheer one,
oh no!
Cheer one, 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 cheer.
I'd like you to
I know that professor is kind of cute. I'd hit it. I'd definitely hit it.
that's me here. Bye-bye.
Hello. We're back. Hope everybody's good. I'm back. Feels better. I'm just waking up. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Fix this up. I think we got, yeah. Ow.
You know, life not all guessing games. Sometimes we have to care about friends, especially friends who love cookies. Friends who love
Appreciate
cookies so much they play
raid.
silly guessing games because maybe just maybe a friend, a very handsome
Your shot real
friend
quick.
who has cookie will give best friend who no can live without cookies. give that best friend.
I appreciate you. I hope you
cookie.
had an amazing stream, my guy.
If friendship mean
And
nothing,
yeah.
cookie.
Guys, if it's your first time here, I'm It's Cookie Slays. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of Web3. I do a lot of off the grid, but I also do a little bit of anything else I like. Like, for example, today we're playing Final Fantasy IX. Why? Because I want to. And it's the 25th year anniversary this week. And I appreciate the follow as well. We're just going to be vibing. We're just vibing today. We're going to be vibing, playing some games. Or game. And chilling. Note to self, get her a new racket. Since I used hers to make a new item. Guys, what we're doing right now is we're heading back to the Conde Petit. As we are in search of Kuja, who all we know is a weapons dealer at this point. Actually, I never use that. Or not. I don't know where he's at. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. And now this is where he gets overthinks the whole thing. I'm such a stud. I always pick this option. I'm so happy. Yeah. I think. You got a problem? Alright, cool. I wonder if I can do it right now. I've never tried to do it right now. Oh, I can. We're looking for a certain guy. There he is. From my eye. I should, you're right. I really should. Doot, doot, doot. Just looking at something real quick. real quick. Oh, guys, do you guys remember I said, hey, the XP that you get from Marcus goes to Eco? Look at level 22. Okay. Simple as that. I've gone to different times where I didn't focus on it, and she starts at like 14. Actually, quite upsetting sometimes. Don't know why they do it like that, honestly. You big ugly. Ow. I'm tired. I think I did 3 already, right? Pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, okay, we're good. Do I not? Bio? Or there's name poison for some reason? Oh, that's poison. What the hell? Where's my bio for E? Have I not learned it? Interesting. Ah, you missed. I'm really confused how I don't have bio. Ow. Did I never? I never equipped the oak staff. I'm a fucking idiot, guys. All that for a moonstone. Okay. Forgot that's what that was. Oh well. What ability? Yeah. This one. Ah. Do that after we learn Veneer. I can probably just do some leveling real quick for her. First things first, let's find Yeti. Ow. That worked. Here's Yeti. Tonight is gonna be a good night. What the fuck? You doing 5? There's nothing else she can learn. Loudmouth is more important for her right now. Oh, okay. Let's do ability up so she can learn faster. That's confusion, right? Alright, we're just gonna grind for just a minute. Alright, go. Oh, still got a little bit more on that one. Poor goblin. Ow. Sooner or later, he's just gonna reappear. There we go. Bye bye. Alright. Yeah. Let's learn this one first. Quick one. Oh, that's a waste of a chance. Oh, it matters. It no matter. Almost done learning veneer. Bye-bye. I forgot. Completely forgot I can group attack with VB. Completely forgot. Basically, 2 whole discs. Completely forgot.
I'm hungry. I think that will do it, actually. I think. Yep. Body temp plus 10 plus haste. We have Phoenix Pinion. We have a lot we can learn from her. Feel that. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Check then real quick. We're almost done with the grind portion here, and then we'll move on. I keep saying that, and then I add another item for her to learn. This is what happens when you get a new character, though. Like, you want to get them abilities so they're not, like, squishy. Especially a character that's already squishy. There you go, we got haste. We still gotta do that real quick. Actually. Because we still need to learn body temp, but that's not like a super important ability, so. Spell is needed. Phoenix will definitely be needed. Protect will be needed. And Maiden's Ring definitely needed. I think. It's going. Fuck that org. Maybe fuck this org too. Nah, I'm real about it. That's all it is. Run, org. Nah, he's a dumbass. He's gonna stay. That's it. She said not to me though. True story. Actually, no, I can keep going. What did I do? Hey, a fat ass nap. Alright, we got the MP plus 10. We can move on now. I hibernate, if you will. Yeah, hell yeah. Yes. Your home is a bunch of rocks. I hope you know that. See? He thought it too. Koopa! Bunch of Koopas! I would kill for a Koopa. See, Echo is you. Going after the older guy. What the fuck? That's wild, girl. Baby. Oh, I don't understand it. Fresh fish. Aw. That's all, Karina. in turmoil. Why can't I? There we go. Jesus Christ. Two simple choices. Yeah, let's go. Oh wait, actually. Mm. The good news is we're about to get 330 AP here in a second. Hi, Mitzi. How you doing? How's your day going? Good. Good to hear. Yeah, I need to go to the forest. Pretty sure I'm not. I'm tired, killer. What are you cooking today? Time beans with salsa. Mmm. Sounds good. It sounds good. I'm also really hungry, so I could do another reason. Yeah, it's probably good regardless, but I'm also hungry, so yeah. I wish. I thought of him. Yeah, today though. Otherwise I would. I'm starving and that sounds delicious. I made spaghetti. That. Ooh, ability up just made it where I got everything on that. Alright. Okay. That'll be the last one I do. Do protect first. Oh, of course, of course. Of course. Just because I want to. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Just for show. Actually, nice thought. Interesting. I have everything learned for everybody. Except for Echo. So, has a few things to learn. Learn 2 things here. So after I learn Protect, we either can learn Body Champ, Ruby. Oh, that might be what we'd learn. I think that's what we learn next. I think we go Carbuncle and Reflect next. And then we'll do Phoenix Spinning. And then lastly, the Guardian Mug stuff. A posture check? I need to do a posture. I'll take a minute. How did I miss that? It lit up. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrates. Ah, thank you. So it's Blasey. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. You? How about you? Tired, but good. Alright, we can just use a soft on this guy. What are your options to the night? What are you leaning toward?
Cookie!
Headshot, I appreciate the follow. Yeah, it's Blasey. What are you leaning toward? This game is peak. Agreed. Agreed. Guys, when I was a kid first playing this game, the boss fight that's about to come up used to wreck me because I used to put it on fire thinking because it's extra heat, and then it would wreck me after that. I love zombies. Do, 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 do. Wow. Alright, I have a mod in the chat. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her either. She's probably my least used character. No, not probably. She is 100% my least used character every playthrough. She's just not. This is not it. Not it. I mean, she's a 6-year-old kid. What do you expect? She's kind of useless. She can heal you. Man, I would disagree on him now. I like him. I like him. I will say that compared to other characters, he's not as good that provide the same power that he does. I just like him. He's always been that, wannabe badass. Always like using him. But my preferred lineup is definitely Zidane, Vivi, Queen, Freya, I think. Freya, you can usually swap out for Steiner. But probably my preferred lineup. Thank you, thank you. They do need a remake. I'm a little... I don't want to say upset that they didn't announce it. I'm just disappointed that they didn't announce it. Let's see. Obviously, I had the Magori mod on. I'm using a... Well, I don't have to use the mod anymore because they just built it into the Memoria mod. Magori, I mean. Where I'm using the outline... the tune artistic with the outline, the characters. We're using the Chocograph, like high def one, and then I want to say we're using one other, and I don't remember what it might be. The music one. I'm not positive off the top of my head. Oh, and 100% steal rate, because I just don't want to sit here and try to steal forever. Just because we're not doing like a... We're just doing like a casual playthrough. If I was actually doing like a real, like a try-hard playthrough, I would 100% not have that. Is that no minute? Down there. And I think there's one behind. I can imagine the 10-year-old me not knowing what these abilities do and just equipping whatever. Oh, I need one more battle. We just put it on. Let's try that. How he does not have ability up? I don't know. Imagine if we actually had to go down there. Jump? Okay. Oh, okay. simulate the fighting. She's like, can I kill him? How are you gonna kill him? What's up, Ocean? My day has been good, productive, busy. But here we are. Doing a little bit more of Final Fantasy IX playthrough. I played every single one of them but 16. And I have 16 downloaded, ready to play. I just haven't got around to doing it. I've played, so God, I don't even know what the total number is now. I've played every single one of them. I have all the items. We can kill it now. Yeah, almost every single one. Like I said, the only one I haven't actually played is 16. It's downloaded, ready to go. I just haven't got around to it. Crystal Chronicles, yeah, I've played them all. Played them all. Really wish Desadia was better than what it was. I really do. Nope. Looking forward to the, I could make a series video? Yeah, I could. I thought about it. I get so lazy when it comes to actual making content, though. So lazy. It's time consuming, honestly. Am I able to stream an internet browser of some sort here? Yes, I am. Wow, what's up? A tier list. Oh wow. A tier list. I'd be down for a tier list. I could do that. Let's see. I'll do it right now. Let me get out of this cutscene. So my tier list is going to be surprising the sun. Surprising the sun. Yeah, I feel like as a Final Fantasy fan, you're doing yourself a disjustice if you don't play them all. Even the bad ones. Even the bad ones. Alright, let's see. Let me do my display here. Alright, so here we go, tier list. Oh man, okay. Can I just go ahead and start with the what I think is the worst Final Fantasy in all Final Fantasy? Let's just get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way right now. Final Fantasy II is, in my opinion, the worst Final Fantasy of all time. Of all time. To zoom in a bit? I got you. We'll go right there. I love that I get ads like this. There's no X. Okay. So we're just gonna get that one out of the way real quick. And yeah, we're just gonna get the worst Final Fantasy of all time. Let's get it out of the way. You know what I mean? I don't have anything good to say about this game at all. The fact that there was a third Final Fantasy after this one was created is shocking to me, to be honest. But it is what it is. We got lucky that they continue to make them. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with my S tier. I'm gonna break this up where different. We're gonna jump all over the place. Yeah, Final Fantasy II's leveling system is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. As I'm already playing it, and because Actually, I'll save that one for last. I'll save this one. I'll save that one for last, just because I think you guys know where it's gonna go. Let's see here. Which one to do next? Okay, a lot of people will put this in either A or S. I am not. We're gonna go with Final Fantasy X as a B. Was it ahead of its time and a jump from 9 to 10 because they're only a year apart in release? Yes. But I would be entitled to put this in the A category if the voice acting on 10 wasn't so terrible. And I mean terrible. There are points in 10, like, don't get me wrong, I love 10. It's just the voice acting in 10, I cringe anytime I even think about it. It's so bad. But then again, it was ahead of its time. In regards to being a game that it... Yeah, exactly. It's in that weird time where we're figuring out there's what you can do voice acting in video games. It's in between. But because of that, it came out really, really bad for the game itself. The story, I think, is great. Honestly, I love the story of 10. I'm not a huge fan of the way they do their skill system. Their skill tree is unique. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. God, I wish I had the icons better. Some of these, I'm just going off of memory on their pictures here. So let's see. What should I do here? What should I do next? Let's go with Final Fantasy. Well, the original. Let's go with the original. Yeah, some of the titles, some of them I haven't played in so long that I don't recognize the picture art. So I have to zoom in a little bit, but it's fine. I got it. Go with the original Final Fantasy. I'm also going to put that in the B category. I'm tempted to put it in the A category just because it's the game that started it all. But it did have its flaws. Exactly. Is it a great game? No. It's not. It's honestly, it's not a great game. Is it bad? No. Is it great? No. Is it good? Yes. Chaos is a top 5 boss for me, to be honest. I'll be completely honest on that. He's a top 5. He's a top 5. Overall, though, I think I would have it as a C if it wasn't the original, though. I will say that. I have it as B strictly because it is the original. Without it, there is no Final Fantasy. Heroes of Light fighting, exactly. Evil versus, good versus evil versus, good. It's the classic. You know what I mean? We've already ranked 2 because it's the worst of all time. I I'm not a big fan of 3 either. Is this 3? This is 3. I'm not a big fan of 3, but it's not a fail for me. Is that 3? I think that's 3. Hold on, I gotta zoom in. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, yeah, that's 3. I'm not a big fan of 3. They made vast improvements over 2, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you brought that up because the job system, I think, is the first. This is the first entry where they bring in something unique to the RPG turn base. The job system, I think, is they took baby steps in that one because it's the first one doing it. I would agree that 5 definitely perfected it. But we'll get to 5 here in a second. I mean, you can't argue that. You can't argue that. You cannot. Alright. Let's pick out a good one. Alright. So a lot of people are going to oh man. A lot of people are gonna give me a look on this one. A lot of people have this game in their S tier. I have this game in my A tier. That's Final Fantasy 12. The issue here's my issue. Okay. Exactly. It is by far the most political. Now, that is to say, first off, Final Fantasy overall is a very political series. If someone ever tells you that it's not, they don't know Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy in its core is a very political. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's, I guess, a graphical update, in my opinion. We just got ad after ad after ad on this page. Yeah, Balthier's voice acting is great. My main issue with 12, and it's probably why it doesn't go into S tier, is there's honestly not a real main character. Like, you have Van, yes, but I think it's, to me, it's one of the very first ones I played that I was like, okay, I don't need to power level the main character because I can use any party I want and I can still have success. The villain, yeah. There's not like the story itself isn't it for me, and that's probably what keeps it back from being S tier. That and the main character plot. A successful Final Fantasy always has a main character, a main villain, and a love interest storyline, and it's missing something to me. Make it S tier. It is great though. The game itself is great, so that's why it does go into the A tier. It's just not good enough for me to go into S tier. I know a lot of people that I've talked to that put this game in S tier, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see. Where is 4? Here's 4. I have 4 in my C tier. Honestly, it's probably the one Final Fantasy that I spent the least amount of time on. I probably had the least amount of playthroughs through it. It's just mid for me. It's just mid. It's not outstanding in my eyes. It's not, exactly. No character. Yeah. Yeah. It's just mid. There's nothing that stands out about this game for me. There's literally nothing I can think of that it's just like, hey, this is what makes this game great, or this is what makes this game awful. It's just it's kind of like they were coasting. They were coasting on that one. Yeah. Well, I don't know about the most famous. Like Kane is probably here's the thing. When it comes to the Dragoons in the series, it's Kane and Freya. It's Kane and Freya. They're 1A and 1B for me. They really are. And maybe that's biased because I love Final Fantasy IX so much. I'm probably biased there. But Kane is... I will say Kane is also... Yeah, the seal does. It's just not to the level of Kane or Freya, in my opinion. I don't know. For me, Freya just has that backstory, that soul to the character, you know? So that's kind of where that's probably why. Yeah. I honestly don't understand the go to the moon part in 4. Although we're gonna circle back to the moon here in a second. So we will for another game. Where's 5 on this list? Right here. I have 5 in my B tier. Lunarians, yeah. Oh man. To me, that game could have gone without going to the moon. Yeah. But 5. 5 is what like we discussed a little while ago. It's the game it's the game that perfected the Final Fantasy job system. And when I say perfected, it's great. And I think I only have it in B tier simply because the ones above it are just gonna be you'll see what I mean. You can't have everybody in A or everybody in S, you know. It's definitely the job tier. First appearance of Gilgamesh. Underrated at that. Underrated at that. Gilgamesh, I think, is probably the most underrated character due to the fact that he only makes appearances in what? 3? I might be wrong here. Holy shit. I did not actually. That's a fact I did not know. So that's a fact I didn't know. Yeah, we're doing a tier list, Trigger. What's up? Yeah, X on B. I'm not a, like, don't get me wrong, I love most Final Fantasies. You'll see why it's kind of like why we also have 5 on B. It's a lot of 12. 12 is far superior than X. 100 times. Its characters are its downfall, honestly. If I have this here, one more time, I might off myself, honestly. I think the voice acting for me is the downfall of 10. Yeah. I said at the start of this, are you playing in Japanese? Okay, yeah, definitely. I said at the start of this, and you missed it because you weren't here, but my tier list is probably gonna look a lot different than a lot of people's. And I mean a lot of people's. And you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. I do not have Final Fantasy VII in my S tier at all. Will never have it in my S tier. Do I think it is great and it probably saved the Final Fantasy franchise? Yes, I do. Do I think it's overrated? Yes, I do. I think people overrate this game. You're just ranking the OG. Yeah. Yeah, I see Rebirth on this list. I'm not touching it. Wait. So hold on, Ocean. Where do you want me to stop? Stop. Like at 13? I completely disagree, Sugar. And I'll tell you why here in a second. Oh, yeah. No, I got you. I will say, here's my thing. Like, if there was an in-between S and A, Final Fantasy VII would be right there. If there was an in-between. There's not. No, there's not. Yeah, I think, and if we're doing it like actually in order here, obviously, like Final Fantasy VII is going to be A1. You know, it's just I'm only gonna put a couple in my S tier. There's only 2 going in my S tier. I'll let you guys know right now. There's only 2 going in my S tier. Let's see. Sugar already knew. Let's get one of the S tiers out of the way then. Final Fantasy VIII, in my opinion, is the most undervalued Final Fantasy in the entire series. The entire series. I think it is way ahead of its time. The only issue And I will say it is an issue because of you don't even have to level up to actually beat the game. I've literally done a no leveling playthrough of this game, which is unique. The story is fantastic. The speed of the turn base is fantastic. Yeah, he does. I just think it's ahead of its time. If you're watching this and you say, "Oh, I don't agree with you, Cookie. That game, I played it. I couldn't even beat it. I couldn't get through it. Stuff like that." I dare you to sit down and replay it now. As you're older, you're probably older than what you were when you originally played it. Sit down, play this game. If you want to sit, download the Steam version, download mods for it for graphical pleasure, whatever you want to do. Just replay it and you'll understand why I'm saying this. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't understand why he hates it so much. It could just be because it didn't have the same effect on the gaming community as 7 did. That could be it too, sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, that could definitely be it. I wish people would replay 8 and see, oh wow, this is actually much, much better than I remember. I feel like for a lot of people that played it, they were either A, too young to understand what was going on, or B, they just got done going through 7, and 7 had a completely different feel to it, and they're like, oh, this is like, it was so much different than 7, you know what I mean? Being in the shadow of 7 is hard, because 7 is what saved the Final Fantasy franchise and put it back into the mainstream light. So, yeah, I agree on that. But yeah, I do have 8 as an S tier for me, 100%. Yes, and Final Fantasy VIII's opening is probably the only one I think has a better opening scene is maybe 10. 10 has the Blitzball opening scene is just fire with the soundtrack, yeah. I think 10 has a better opening in terms of just the hypeness around it, but 8 has such a great opening. It sets up the mood for the entire game. Okay. So you would put Sugar. So let me get this right. You would put 8 ahead of every single game on this list, huh? The gunblade is in other Final Fantasies. It's just never used by a main character until 8. Okay. Let's see here. You mean Leon? Yeah. Let's go with 6. I think 6. 6 has one of the best stories in the entire franchise. In my opinion, has the #1 villain in the entire franchise. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI is the king of the 2D. Yeah, I completely agree on that. Of all the 2D 1 through 6, it's top tier. Yeah. I don't have anything bad to say about 6 at all. Or it's oh man. It having a female lead for the majority of the game was different, especially for its time. Yeah, man, there's just so many good things to say about that game. The political aspects are great in it. It's the job system is great. The skill set is great. Yeah, she is the only female protagonist until 13. Correct. And I'll tell you guys this right now. 13, 1 through 3, I have pretty low. Pretty low. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about this. I did not, no. I'm just ranking them. Maybe Ocean might have. Ocean, did you make this list or somebody else did? No, nice. Okay. It's the same thoughts. It's 4. They're literally the same game. It's let's see. Where am I at here? Yeah, oh, we're gonna get to it. I'm saving it for last. I'm saving 9 for last. Alright, so I might get some question marks in this one. I'm gonna put X2 as a C. A low C, but a C. A lot of people didn't like this. I actually highly enjoyed Final Fantasy X2. I actually highly enjoyed it. I thought it was probably the most like fun out of the series. There was a lot of there wasn't a lot of heavy, you know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of heavy in X2, which is it was a different change. Not why I like it. I don't know. It was a change up. It was a different change up. Exactly. LeBlanc and the Henchman are like Team Rocket. I completely agree on that. That's a very good assessment. They were definitely comedy relief. That's for sure. Let's see. Can I just... God. I'm just going to do this. Is this 13? We're just gonna talk about the entire 13 series real quick. Trash. That's the problem. That right there is, you can make a Final Fantasy game, but if the gameplay and story fall flat, it will be bottom tier every single time. I'm putting like 13-2 was so bad. I don't have a single positive thing to say about 13-2. The music is good though. I will say that. Yeah, I will agree on that. The music's good. I'm putting 13 at a D and Lightning Returns because I think Lightning is actually a great character. Great character. And being a female protagonist in the series, I think it was, bringing that back to 6. I think she's a great character. I think the overall game, though, is terrible. I think the story is terrible. I think the gameplay is terrible. Yeah, for a 2009 game, gorgeous. Yeah, no, I will agree on that. The graphics were really, really good, especially for the time. What is this middle one? I can't read it. Is this supposed to be 14? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'll rank the online ones as well, because I do play them. I'll start with 11. Alright, so if you are a Final Fantasy fan, and you originally played Final Fantasy 11 online, and then came back, 11 walks so 14 could run. Facts. 11 actually plays fantastic now. I want to give a ranking on 11, not for its initial release, but its overall life cycle. And in that case, I have to give it a B. And actually, pretty high B. It is actually a fantastic MMO. It did. It does not. I don't think it does anymore. It did until recently. If they're still doing updates, I haven't heard of it, but I think they stopped about a year. But yeah, when it first released, it was awful. When it first released, I will say this, it was awful. But given the time, I understand why. Yeah, the 11 story is done. 11's done. I don't think it's getting any more updates though. Let's see. And just because I ranked 11, we're gonna go ahead and rank 14. I'm changing what I said. I'm gonna put 3 games in S tier. I'm gonna go ahead and put Final Fantasy 14 in S tier, but that's only because I think Final Fantasy 14 is the best current MMORPG that you can play today. I love it. Love it. I will say their last expansion was Dogwater. The story was terrible. I will say that, but you can't hit on everything, unfortunately. I will say that from a fan perspective, Dawn Trail is less than mid. Dawn Trail might be their worst expansion ever. Yeah. The only addition to it is the Final Fantasy IX aspects, you had the Viper class, which is basically a Zidane class, basically. So 14, though, in my opinion, is the best MMORPG you can get your hands on. It has tons of content. It has everything. Yeah, you weren't the only one, Trigger. But they fixed that. They fixed that, and they fixed that. They fixed that and made amends for it. I will say that. But yeah, 11 originally had 11 could have bombed the entire series. I will say that, but they fixed it. They made amends for it, and it's actually a fantastic MMO now. It plays great, and it actually holds up to this day. Given it came out, what, 2003, 4? Yeah, and we're about to talk about that. So 14 also had a bad launch, just like 11. Not as bad as 11, but it had a pretty bad launch. I played it at launch. I'm probably one of the few that did. So 14's originally, its original story was awful. They I think you're right on that. I think you're correct on that now. I'm not positive, but I haven't touched it in a couple years myself. Yeah, but yeah. So they nuked the Final Fantasy 14 original world with Bahamut. It was actually great how they did it, and they fixed it, and then they relaunched it. And even though the first story for Final Fantasy 14 now is kind of slow in my opinion, still great. And all the expansions have been great. Everything on Final Fantasy 14 currently is great except for the new expansion. It's different than other Final Fantasies because it's an MMO, but I think it is the best of the best. Oh, 100%. If you don't know the cutscene, go YouTube it. The cutscene for Bahamut destroying the Final Fantasy world is fantastic. Yeah, but a lot of the times with that story, they all kind of intertwine with each other, so it makes sense of why they make you do it like that. Let's see. I can't rank 16 because I haven't played 16, as I mentioned at the beginning of this. It's downloaded. It's on my backlog. I just have not got to it. That makes sense, Sugar. It really does. It can be a grind. It can be a grind. All right, we're gonna kind of speed through these four real quick because I'm running out of time. But I think 15 is underrated. I will put it at a C though. I think, man, this is rough. I think it's the best C I can get for you though. Yeah, and I agree on that, Ocean. The issue is the majority of the player base never played the Royal Edition. That's the unfortunate part about that. It's kind of like if, yeah, exactly. Like by the time it came out, it was too late. Trigger, I feel it. I do feel that, Trigger. I do. Still not low on my ranking on it though. Yeah. So pitching, I think it has it's very unique in its playstyle. I think its playstyle is one of the best. It's just because it's very unique on that. It is not. It is not. You're 100% spot on, Notion. I think its playstyle is good though. But yeah, freeform realm is not it for it. All right. So let's go. Let's talk about the remakes real quick. I'll put like this, guys. I'm gonna put B for the remake. Rebirth gets an A. If you have not played Rebirth, guys, for whatever reason, play it. It is actually fantastic. They took the formula from the remake and upped it so much. Oh, hands down, sure. It's not even close. I will say this though. The remake is top tier B though, 100%. It's just the Rebirth is mwah. It is such a good game. It is such a good game. Yeah, it's I would say it improves from part 1 in every single aspect. Every single aspect. Oh yeah, they waited 10 years. Oh man, Trigger, I would say what I would do, Trigger, is replay remake first, and then replay Rebirth right after it, and then you'll be like, oh crap, boom, because I had to do that. I had to do that myself. Like yeah. Wait, remake 3 times already? Yeah, okay, maybe not do that. But I do have to wait out here soon to dawn, but I want to, like I said, I can't rank 16, unfortunately, because I haven't played it. I will be playing it, and so you can ask me my opinions on it after I play it. Second best freeform realm? That's good to know. That's actually really good to know. That means it'll probably rank up pretty high. I like good free roams in the Final Fantasy franchise. So if it'll probably rank up there for me. Final Fantasy IX, in my opinion, is the best Final Fantasy of all time. I'm not saying that because that's what we're playing right now. I think it has the best story. I think it has the best character arcs. I think it has yeah, agreed. I think it has a unique art style, free roam, open world. Yeah, but those aren't really. How do I explain that? Like, they're good. They're just not up to like God. Like once you like man, the free roam in Final Fantasy Rebirth is just, it's good. It's so good, Sugar. It's so good. And the fact that you're not like locked into one area either in the game, yeah, it's just. Yeah, we'll talk. Well, let me. I got you. What's up, Don? I'm almost done here. I'll raid out to you here in a minute. So Final Fantasy IX is the best Final Fantasy of all time. There's no question, in my opinion, on that. It has, like I said, it has the best story. It has the best soundtrack. It has the best character, not only arcs, but development throughout the series. Like, look at, for example, look at Steiner's character at the beginning of 9 to the end of 9. And he's only one character. You look at Freya, look at Zidane for crying out loud. It has the best overall story. It has a happy ending, which not a lot of, like, there's a lot of sad. Like, it has a sad ending, but it also has a happy ending. It starts out sad and it finishes out happy. You're sad. A lot of the sadness comes, you realize that Vivi is dead, but you realize he has a whole family that carries on his legacy. You see the sadness because they still think that Zidane is dead, and Princess Dagger is alone, ruling a kingdom by herself. The love of her life gone. A lot of sadness in that story at the ending, but a lot of happiness too. You have Freya and Sir Brightly reconnecting, and then obviously Zidane's reappearance at the very end. There's so many good things. Remake potential for 9. I think they dropped the ball yesterday by not announcing a remake. I really do. I can't stress that enough. Yeah. I can't stress that enough. I think they dropped the ball. Do I think they are still going to announce a remake? I do. Do I think it still has so much potential? Because you remember, Final Fantasy IX is rated on the Meteoric score as the highest rated Final Fantasy to date. Still to this day. For a good reason. It has an incredible fan base. The fan base has been asking for a remake for 9 for years now. It's been leaked. If you guys haven't, go look at the Memoria project. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it in the chat here in a second. But the Memoria project is what they say is a fan-made demo of the intro of Final Fantasy IX. You play as Vivi, leading up to the show. It's fantastic. If that right there isn't proof of what kind of potential a Final Fantasy IX remake can have, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I think there's a reasoning that even though it's the 25th year anniversary, that they have done so much marketing for the 25th year anniversary. I think there's a reason behind that. You don't do it just for merch. The merch they've released isn't spectacular. You know what I mean? It's good merch. I did buy the hat. I bought the hat. But yeah, there's just so much remake potential. So much remake potential. So I'm hoping it comes. It deserves a remake. I think Final Fantasy VI. Obviously, we already got 7, 8, and 9 all deserve remakes. I really do. That is my personal opinion. 9, 8, 6, and we've already got 7 deserve remakes. But no problem, Motion. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. I enjoyed this. I did. I really did enjoy this. But it is time for me to rate out, guys. It is time for me to rate out to Don Father. He was just here. Nah, I don't see them. There's been no like telling it that they're going to do an 8. I would love it. Like Trigger, I think they'll do a 9 remake before 8, just based off of popularity. Above all else, we can all say Final Fantasy is one of the most goated series of all. 100%. It is the grandfather of the RPG series at this point. You can't mention a RPG without mentioning Final Fantasy. So, there's that. So, guys, today's stream, we are with the Fan Guild stream schedule. So we have a 3-hour spot. We're doing all that. We are going to rate out to the next Fan Guild member, who is Don Father. And we're going to do that right now. If you want to stay, we'd love to see you guys in the next stream. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. And just a reminder, I'm It's Cookie Slays. Keep your mental health first, everything else second. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
What?